More Americans are becoming health conscious, therefore more Americans are familiar with terms such as gut flora as well as microbiome. Today I'm joined by the CEO as well as the president of AzurRx BioPharma. It's a small cap company that's listed under the NASDAQ on ticker symbol AzurRx. Good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thanks for having me, Remy.
Well, I understand AzurRx has two products in the pipeline right now, and it is reliant on a technology that has to do with enzymes. So can you explain for the audience what it is?
Sure. So actually our enzymes help people digest food. We all eat food. You're going to eat proteins, carbs, and fats. In order to digest things, especially fat, you need an enzyme. Normally your pancreas makes that, but if you're missing your pancreas, like in cystic fibrosis, you need another enzyme that's going to help.
And to get a better idea of how those products work, can you tell us what stage they are in right now in terms of development and how they address these concerns?
Sure. So the products right now are in phase 2, which means we're in human testing. We did our phase 1 work in France. We're doing phase 2 work now in Australia. And the products are being developed to help patients with cystic fibrosis or pancreatitis.
Okay, and so if you could further explain how these technologies work in terms of addressing gastrointestinal diseases as well as related conditions, that would be fantastic.
Great, okay. So patients with cystic fibrosis have a problem with their lungs, and they also have a problem with digesting food. And patients like them who have problems with their pancreas, right now they consume $1 billion worth of ground-up pig pancreas in the U.S. Companies like AbbVie, J&J, Allergan all produce ground-up pig pancreas supplements for $1 billion worth of sales right now. And the problem is patients are taking 40 pills a day just to help manage their food.
And that's quite a stark difference when you're taking pills on a daily basis. So can you elaborate how other products out there on the market that might address similar concerns have some shortcomings?
Sure. So the shortcomings that exist right now are that the current standard of care, it's all ground-up pig pancreas. There's safety issues in terms of how you actually get pigs in the supply chain. But also patients have to take 5 or 10 pills with every single meal for their entire life. And we actually want to bring patients down to 1 or 2 per meal.
And I do want to move on to financials. I understand that the company is set to announce earnings later on in November. But in terms of projected expectations, could you shed light on that?
Sure. So right now the company burns cash. We're a biotech company, an early stage development company. We don't have any revenues apart from reimbursements from a development partner, and we also get reimbursed from the French government. Our monthly burn ranges from about $300,000 to $350,000 a month. And as we look at things, we try and make sure we spend carefully, and we actually get reimbursed regularly and rebated as we go.
And I understand that you have worked as a pharmacist as well as in the financial sector. So I do want to get your take on trends we're seeing in the healthcare space. If we look at healthcare, there have been double percentage gains for a lot of the sectors within healthcare itself. But what trends are you watching in the near future?
So we're watching really carefully the trend for more personalized medicine. What you're finding is that the therapies are getting better for less and less patients. That's good. Individual patients are doing much, much better. And therefore, there's still a lot of money being made because a lot of patient value being delivered from getting a therapy for one patient for that patient to do better rather than a lot of patients to do a little better.
And last but not least, before I let you go, since we're talking about innovation, where do you see your two products that are in the pipeline going?
So we're moving our products forward. We expect great things. We're getting good results so far from our studies as it is. We expect our patients to be approved in the 2021 timeline. And those products we think will make a huge transformative difference in patients who are dealing with gut issues.
Okay, Thijs, well, thank you so much for joining me today, and good luck with all of your products.
Thank you, Remy, and thank you for having us.